Good morning. My name is Erica Duckworth. I am an LPC in private practice. I'm working to attain my PhD in developmental psychology. I often work with the court systems involving children of high conflict divorce, so I've tailored my research proposal accordingly. The title is The Potential Mediating Effects of an Emotional Support Animal for Children Experiencing the Behaviors of Parents Involved in a High Conflict Divorce. Thank you for listening. High conflict divorce is also known as interparental conflict. This applies to 10 to 20% of parents who do divorce. It involves mistrust, aggression, control, highly escalating emotional behaviors, and of course this leaves the children caught in the middle, and the effects of them can be drastic, involving emotional, physical components that can be long-lasting and have been studied throughout adulthood. It can affect future relationships and then of course generations following. The interventions for these children have been short-term in their success. They'll last for a few months, but the bottom line is they have no long-term success to date. One area of study that is showing benefits is the use of emotional support animals. In my literature review, I found many studies involving college-age students transitioning from home to school for the first time, and having an emotional support animal help them to have feelings of safety, consistency, and decrease separation anxiety. One researcher attributed this to Bowlby's attachment theory, stating that attachment can be to an animal and the animal is transitioning with them, therefore adding to increased feelings of safety. This has also been seen in individuals that have suffered loss, either from death or abandonment of a loved one. Another study indicated that a pet can be a transitional object, which is an object or item that goes from one environment to the other and serves as consistency, also reducing separation anxiety and providing comfort. After reviewing the literature on high conflict divorce and the potential benefits of emotional support animals, I looked for research that contained both and found none. Therefore, my problem statement became interparental conflict correlates with negative long-term effects in physical, mental, and social emotional health. Given a lack of successful interventions and a gap in research involving the outcome of an emotional support animal with children with parents of high conflict divorce, the current research proposal is a necessary study that could potentially contribute to assisting with 10 to 20% of children with divorced parents. My hypothesis is then threefold. Do children with parents of high conflict divorce transitioning between homes with an emotional support animal demonstrate a reported difference in physical somatic symptoms than those without an ESA? The second part is the same prefix, but then report a difference in emotional symptoms than those without an ESA. And the third is similar as well, but would measure a reported difference in interparental conflict than those without an ESA. The null hypothesis on all being that there is no difference. The variables would be the independent variable of accompaniment of an emotional support animal during transition and staying with the child in both parent homes, and the dependent would be the reported responses in physical health, reported responses in emotional health, and then perception of interparental conflict. I would seek this population sample by presenting this data to attorneys, judges, and counselors and requesting referrals. I would give the following assessments to children caught in the middle scale: children's perception of interparental conflict, the experience in close relationships scale, somatization scale of symptoms checklist 90, and the physiological well-being scale, and analyze all with the Pearson's R to determine the correlation coefficient. Thank you so much for listening. Here are my references, and have a good day. Good luck with y'all's research.